WWE Summerslam 2024 is in the history books. One of the big four pay-per-views in WWE, which air annually, has the main event as Solo Sikoa takes on Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE World Championship. Should be a great event, so let's get started. First match of the evening is for the Women's World Championship, which pits challenger Rhea Ripley, who is returning from a shoulder injury, versus Liv Morgan, who is currently the champion. My predicted winner for this match going in was Rhea Ripley, but is looking like a possible swerve may happen in Liv's favor from Dirty Dom himself. You know, they've been kind of planting the seeds for that from week to week, and I think that the remark that Rhea made about Dom belonging to her was kind of suspect, but you know, Dom was laying it on thick in his support for Mommy, which would suggest the serve was going to happen. And this is Rhea's first match back. It was pretty good. I mean, suspenseful. They told a pretty good story. They sold Rhea's shoulder injury just to eliminate the differences in the obvious differences in strength between Liv and Rhea. Yeah, so a chair became involved. Liv brought a chair, you know, out of frustration for not beating Rhea. Rhea kicks her, put Riptide on her, then tries to grab the chair to hit Liv, but Dom takes the chair from him, say you can't win the match that way. Referee is distracted. He slips in the chair for Liv. Liv hits Oblivion, and Liv is the winner, and Dom has betrayed Rhea Ripley. Oh boy, can't wait to Monday. All right, our second match is Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. My predicted winner is Braun. There was no doubt in my mind that Braun was going to come away the winner. But I do like in this wrestling program between Sami and Braun how they didn't make Sami look completely weak, and Sami did win the match at Money in the Bank against Braun. But Sami was just no match this time for the explosive power of Breaker. Braun is a true amalgamation of the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott. You can tell. But Sami and Braun was going move for move, but you know, some of their signature moves would be pulled early in the match, so it gave me a sign that this match was going to end up a little quicker than usual. Sami is a good champion, you know, and I appreciated his title reign, but after two spears, Braun Breaker is your new Intercontinental Champion. Okay, the third match was LA Knight versus Logan Paul for the U.S. Championship, which match started out in a brawl before the bell even rang. And Logan is getting a lot of heat, maybe some comments he made on the internet recently, you know, and both superstars had enough charisma going to keep the crowd going. There were a few spots in this match. Both guys did deliver. Match ending was decent, but as predicted, the winner is LA Knight, becoming the United States champ. One thing to keep in mind is the athleticism of Logan Paul, but LA Knight needed that win, and WWE needs to capitalize on his popularity while they still can. It was a good call to put the strap on Knight, so great job, WWE. So the next match after this was Nia Jax versus Bayley. Nia Jax, being the queen of the ring, earned her opportunity to face the champ of her respective brand at SummerSlam, which is a spoil for the winner of the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments, as the other match between Gunther and Damian Priest is later in the evening. My predicted winner for this was Bayley, although the match had a different result. Bayley came out with the right energy, but if only she can avoid being crushed by the irresistible force. And will Tiffy Time rear her head and affect this match's outcome? This match was power versus skill, and they put it all out there. It wasn't as one-sided as one would think. Nia Jax did not get to bully Bayley throughout the match, but the size difference definitely was there. Bayley kicked out of Nia's finisher, the Annihilator, once, and you know, Nia tried to hit a second one, but Bayley counters it with a power bomb, which, you know, was kind of delayed, which shows that Bayley got a little strength. So wow. And then during the match, Tiffany Stratton's music hits, seemingly to cash in her Money in the Bank, but Bayley knocks her off the apron, giving Nia Jax the time to rebound with 2 power bombs and 2 annihilators to finish Bayley off. And your new WWE Women's Champion is Nia Jax, celebrating in the ring with old Tiffany Stratton. Well, Bayley, it was great while it lasted. Maybe you'll get another shot in the future. Well, she does have her rematch, but for now, your new champ is Nia Jax. Next match, and this should be a good one. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk in what they used to call in the 80s a grudge match. And it has Seth Rollins as the special guest referee. And why am I getting SummerSlam 97 vibes from this match? Even Michael Cole commented, oh, the shades of SummerSlam 97, because a chair came in the match. And my predicted winner for this match is Drew McIntyre. After months of heat and a great build-up, by the way, we're finally here, and Punk returns from injury. Emotions ran high on this one. Both competitors beat the hell out of each other. They did do the SummerSlam 97 chair spot, which, everybody thought was going to result in CM Punk getting blasted with a chair by Rollins, but it didn't happen. Punk did pretty good for his second match this year since his return, and, being the sideline for an injury, took part in that. The bracelet, though, which became a part of the match. And Punk could have won the match a couple times, but, focused on the wrong thing. And the match would end when Rollins and Punk had an exchange, and Punk hits Rollins with the GTS, giving Drew a chance to low blow Punk and deliver a second Claymore of the match. Winner Drew McIntyre, and he walks out with the bracelet. Punk costed himself, no other way to say it. And the Rollins and Punk feud will be a classic feud if both men can stay healthy. The next match was the World Championship match between Gunter and Damian Priest, who is the champion. My predicted winner is Gunter. He is this year's King of the Ring, which means he earned a title match at SummerSlam for a World Championship in his respective brand, which happens to be Damian Priest. Gunter is a devastating competitor, but Priest is no pushover. Gunter has shown he can finish a match using multiple moves. This match became a chop battle. Even Gunter's chest started bleeding. Good match, better than I thought it would be, but another swerve. Priest seemingly finishes Gunter, but Finn Balor, who came out seemingly like he was supporting Damian Priest, puts Gunter's foot on the rope. From there, Priest becomes irate and puts his focus on Balor. But Gunter is not a competitor you want to take your eyes off of. Gunter hits a brutal powerbomb and clinches in the rear naked choke and secures the victory. Your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, Gunter. Did I just witness the end of the Judgment Day? 2 swerves in one night within the same faction? Yeah, I think the Judgment Day's run is over. And for our main event of the evening, for the undisputed WWE Championship, which is under Bloodline rules, we got the challenger Solo Sikoa and the cheap imitation of a tribal chief versus Cody Rhodes, the champion. My predicted winner is Cody Rhodes. It's going to take a big match for Cody to lose that belt. And although I don't expect much from Solo because he's not really an adequate fill-in for Roman Reigns, this match is a chance for him to step up and show he belongs in the main event, and for a chance to win the WWE Undisputed Championship nonetheless. Also, will we have a returning superstar get involved? So the match was a one-on-one for the most part, both competitors putting their all into it. It was a good match, but then Cody Rhodes hits his first crossroads, and the Bloodline hits the ring, namely the Tonga brothers, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and interjects. But Kevin Owens and Randy Orton show up to even the odds and chase them away. A couple of RKOs got handed out. So, and a stunner. So now it's back to Cody and Solo. Cody hits his finisher again twice, and out comes Jacob, who splashes out, who gets splashed through the announce table by Jacob Fatu, and then Solo follows it up with a splash from the top rope. but he still could not secure the victory. Cody then gets up, kicks Solo, and hits him with a Cody cutter from the top rope. Then the music hits. Roman Reigns is back, and his music is the WrestleMania version of his entrance music. He immediately hits Solo with a Superman punch and spears him in half. Cody, in complete shock, finishes Solo with the Crossroads 1, 2, 3, and still the champ. Dusty's Kid, the American Nightmare. Yeah, I would have to give this SummerSlam an 8 out of 10. You had 2 swerves that could mean the end of a faction that's had a good time running. 4 titles change hands, and the much anticipated return of the real tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Good show, and might I say Raw and SmackDown are going to be interesting this week, so I will be tuned in. So thank you for watching this video on my review of SummerSlam 2024 in Cleveland, Ohio. I would say it was a pretty good show. So thank you. This is Dragon334K. Till the next time. Peace.